What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to go over the collective moon energies in Sag and Gemini. I am a whole month late in doing this, so I want to make sure that I at least get the Sag and Gemini done so that way I feel fulfilled all my priorities. Now, for those of you that don't know, hi, my name is Tia, and I do collective moon readings such as this one, as well as monthly tarot readings and weekly tarot readings. And speaking of weeklies, I'm gonna take a break because it's a special day for me. Then afterwards, I'll go back to regular scheduled programming. In any case, how I start off the collective moon reading is simply by asking you guys to reflect back on when the moons were last in Gemini and Sag. Like since last year, I'll say around December-ish, late November, December. What was going on around that time when the moons were last in Sag and Gemini? And when I talk about moons, I'm talking about the full moons and new moons. So new moons is like what you're cultivating, full moons is what you're releasing in a sense. How it was treating me in particular, I think this was one of my favorite moon cycles in particular. It wasn't as heavy as the Scorpio and Taurus axis, but this particular one was pretty much favorable in my opinion. I actually kind of enjoyed it. Just reflect back on those time frames. But in any case, let's go ahead and get started. I already pre-shuffled the cards, so we can go ahead and start on the first message. All right. What is a message I can give in regards to this moon cycle? Something's unfinished. Something's unresolved. Something is not able to come together, or something's not able to come to some sort of completion here. What's coming up for this? Something's going to come back around. That unfinished business come back around for it to be resolved. And it seems as though this may have been something that you've been wishing for, or something that you've been looking forward to in some way, shape, or form. Because you got the Six of Swords reverse, which means you're coming back around to something. You also got the World reverse in the spread here. And you pulled the Nine of Cups. So while the World reverse... Oh, shit. What do I get? Someone fell off their throne, or someone, like, I want to say karma made a visit, but I don't want to say like, oh yeah, like someone got their comeuppance. No, it seems as though something happened in the past, possibly with a fire sign, Aries, Sag, Leo. Could be a female, does not necessarily have to be. And it seems as though something got resolved within that, because it seems as though someone got stopped in their tracks, or something came to a head. Meaning that, like, you know, let's say, for example, someone was a pain in your ass, and then something happens to where they're no longer a pain in your ass, if that makes sense. So it seems as though something get rectified, something. Now, it could be news about something being resolved coming back around to you. You may see this, or you may like hear about it. It may not come out the horse's mouth, or it may come out the horse's mouth. It just tells me that there's something here that was unresolved, something where you felt cheated, or something where you felt slighted. Actually, now it becomes rectified, or actually you find justice for whatever this is. So why the Nine of Cups here? Now, someone probably could have been selfish. Yeah, you wanted this to end. So some of you guys felt as though you was on a never-ending cycle with whatever this is. Some of you guys felt as though you was drained dry, or some of you guys felt as though you were like up the creek without a paddle in some way, shape, or form. When dealing with this situation, you didn't feel like yourself. You didn't feel too confident about things. But now that this thing is over, it's like you're feeling a lot of relief. Like it was your wish to let this stuff in, like to get something off your back. Because it seems as though there was a monkey on your back in a sense. And you was tired of contributing to it, because dare I say, you felt obligated to deal with whatever this was. So let's see. One more card for the first message. Moon. Now, there was a lot of hidden elements in regards to this. Meaning that, like, there may have been some movement, like there may have been some back end things, because clarifying the moon in the spread is the Six of Pentacles. So there probably was some underhanded tactics, or there was some sort of like, there was something working out behind closed doors that you probably did not see, or that you probably did not know about. And let's see, why the moon? Seven of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, what I get is like, you probably wasn't the only one that wanted this to end. Let's just put it that way. Someone was getting fed up, or someone was losing patience for whatever this is, and they just was like also done. So like, let's say you felt as though you didn't get the justice that you desire out of a situation here. Then someone else is able to do the job for you, or complete the task for you. Like, what it is, like passing on a mission to someone else who's capable of handling it or taking the torch even further. I'm getting the energy of like passing the torch. So it's like whatever was unfinished there, it got finished somewhere else. It may have not got finished with you, but it probably got finished with something else. Let's see. Because someone else, like, someone sees like what was going on, or someone now experience, like, probably got secondhand experience from what was going on here, and someone was losing patience. Yeah, it's a lot of loss in patience with something just not being resolved, because it seemed as though some of you guys felt as though someone was being a dead horse, was trying to just keep it going, and it just was not reaching its end. But I get there may be another person involved here, or another, is some sort of factor here that helps finish the job. Like you pass the torch on to someone else, even though you didn't really pass the torch. It just was like something that was given to someone else to handle. That's an odd story, but that's what I get for this particular message. Now let's go ahead and pull a second message here. What is another message I can give in regards to this moon cycle in Sag and Gemini? Okay, that flew out. Impatience. It seems like though it's carrying on from the first message, like someone's carrying the torch. What was not finished then is going to get finished by someone else or something else. Because it's like someone was seeing what, someone sees something, or someone seeing what you experienced or what you've gone through. It don't have to be necessarily that specific. It just means that someone else is going to take on the task of finishing off whatever this is. Because if it's not going to get resolved on its own, it needs assistance, right? Let's see. What's another message I can give in regards to this moon cycle in Sag and Gemini? Because someone feels as though they can't do anything else. Like they're stuck between a rock and a hard place here. They're exhausted all their tools, or they don't know what else to do. That's what I'm saying. It's like some of you guys may be seeking out help. Some of you guys may be like, you know, extending yourself somewhere else, because the more you try to do this, it seems as though you're not getting anywhere, or it feels as though like things are just not getting resolved. And it's like, for example, let's say, fuck it, you try to paint your nails and then you keep fucking up your nails. So it's like, you know what, I need a professional, because I shouldn't take this on dealing with nails, you know? So you just go to a person who provides that service for you, and you get your nails painted, and it's quick, simple, and call it a day. In any case, in this sense, it's like, okay, I don't know what else to fucking do, so I'm gonna have to go ask for help. I don't know how to resolve this on my own, so let me go call someone up and ask them about this. Let me get advice about this. It just seems as though you're extending yourself or passing the torch to someone else, or asking for assistance in some way, shape, or form to help deal with the situation. Why did Temperance reverse? Yeah, because this person is unstable. Either you, like, someone feels, if there's an energy that want to come back around to try and revive something with you, be careful of this person, because this person has not changed. This person is still in and out. This person is inconsistent, and they're not at peace in their own life. I just get heavily here that especially with the Magician reverse, this person can be manipulative, or someone who is not necessarily helpful. They make stuff more difficult than what it is. Yeah, they're waiting on the perfect opportunity to come back around. But they're waiting to see when it's, they're waiting to see when it's the perfect opportunity to make something right. So if this involves someone where you was connected to them for a long period of time, it seems as though we're going to another territory. It seems as though this person want to try and come back around. It could be a fire sign, Aries, Sag, Leo, keep it, specifically Sag and Aries, possibly Leo. I got all fire here. Also, the Magician can represent like Gemini, right? Anyway, what I'm seeing here is like someone's feeling impatient because they want to come back around, but they're still inconsistent. They're not in good energy. So if they were to come in, they're not coming in on good terms. Why the Magician reverse? Ooh. Oh. Someone may be coming back around because they need money. Be careful with lending out money to whoever this is. If someone come back around asking for some sort of money, especially if you don't have it, if you don't feel inclined to give, don't give, because this person feel as though they fall in the back. I'm getting the word investment. So I don't know if someone's doing a Ponzi scheme or some shit. It's something here where like they had no, and they may lie about it. Okay. If this person is a gambler, be careful of lending out money, or watch where you're, if especially if you deal with this person on some romantic level or some sort of personable level, watch your surroundings or watch what you leave around them, because like they may use your money or use your resources. I'm getting a gambler energy or someone who wants you to invest something in. Watch where you're, watch your stuff. I don't, especially if you got an inkling, to be honest with you, like be careful around folks like that. I don't even know why you're dealing with someone like that, but be careful. I'm getting a gambler energy. And it's like, if they come and ask you for money, it's because they have no other way out, or it's because they feel as though they're indebted, or they got to get something off of them. They had no other choice. And they may lie about, yeah, they may lie. Yeah, they don't have it like that. I would be careful. And if you feel as though someone's not being honest about their finances, or someone's trying to like siphon yours, be careful. Okay? I want to keep saying that heavily here. This message is very clear here. One more card. Yeah, this person is... You may not be as confused. So if this is someone that you already know, or this is someone that you dealt with on some level, you may like come out of confusion. Like you may avoid this person like the plague. You may end it. You pulled the Death card and the Seven of Cups reversed at the bottom of the spread here, because you've seen all that you need to see. And it's like you can stand firm on your own. Every time I see a Queen of Wands, it's like I can do bad all by myself. I'm not going to go through X, Y, and Z with X, Y, and Z if I don't have to. You know what I mean? So it just means as though like you're going to stand firm in your boundaries, or you're going to move forward and being confident who you are. Don't let this person siphon your money, or don't let this person take a put a damp rag over your flame here. Why the Queen of Wands? Yeah, you're going to free yourself from whatever this is. So if this person is not cooperating, I think you're not going to be with it. If someone were to come to you, hypothetically, and ask for some money, and you know they're not responsible, you know the money's not going to go where it's supposed to go, or this person's a freeloader, or this person is like couch surfing or some shit, I don't know. All I know is be careful, watch your money. I keep wanting to say that, watch your money. And if it's someone try to sell you on some sort of investment, be careful, because like I get that this person is, I get a scheme, like what they call a pyramid scheme, where just the money goes straight to them and you think you're going to get a, like be careful. Be careful of someone who try to sell you on something. This spread screams that heavily, okay? But that's what I get for the second message. So now without further ado, let's go ahead and pull the advice for this moon cycle in Gemini and Sag. Okay. What is the advice I can give the collective in regards to the moon cycle in Gemini and Sag? Don't be so quick to... Okay. You pulled the Knight of Swords reverse, which tells me don't be so quick to... Don't talk on both sides of your mouth, meaning that like you say one thing and then you do another. Also, I want to say for some of you, keep your relationship business to yourself, especially if you are working some things out. Some of you guys may need to like keep certain things to yourself here. Try not to overspeak. Try not to rush in and say more than what you need to say. Only say enough, not a lot. Only say what's needed. Like, don't overspeak or don't overtalk. Let's see. What's the advice I can give in regards to this moon cycle in Gemini and Sag? What is the advice? Yeah. Some of you guys are not feeling too confident in regards to a connection that you're in. And I've been getting this a lot. Mind you, this was supposed to be done last month, so this is an ongoing energy I'm sensing here. So what I'm getting here is that like if you're not going to stand on business about leaving someone behind or leaving a certain situation behind, it don't always have to be romantic, then what's the point of you talking about it? If that makes sense. Now, if this is something where it's like it's not something that's romantic related, it's like there's something here where you need to keep your grievances to yourself, or you need to like not say too much about what you're dealing with here. Let's see. Why the Knight of Swords reverse? Why the Knight of Swords reverse? Okay. Some of you guys just need to get up and go. Don't, that's what, okay. That's the energy I'm getting. It's like, if you're done with it, be done with it. You don't have to go around asking X, Y, and Z about what you should do, how you should go about. No, you're the only one in that situation. You do what you got to do in order to get yourself out of it. Okay, unless it's something that is completely out of your control. Also, there can be an energy of someone trying to convince you to stay in a situation where you're not happy or where you're not fulfilled. And I want to say verbally to you, do not allow yourself to stay stuck in a situation where you're not comfortable or not confident in whatever this is. Not saying that like, oh, you're jumping ship without getting like proof in the pudding. No, it's just like, if this is something where you felt like you need to let go of, but you felt as though like if you do, you're never too deep into something where you can't let something go. Collective. Why the Queen of Wands reverse? So just allow yourself to just, yeah, something gets revealed. You're moving away from something. Now, for some of you guys, if you disconnected from somebody, some of you guys may be parting ways with somebody or something, because it's like you're just done. You may not say nothing about it. I'm getting the energy, don't say anything about what you're doing. The advice is to keep certain things to yourself and just move in silence. And then let things speak for itself. Just close some things out here, because it seems as though like something's getting exposed or something's going to get revealed to you here, where you have to move away from an unhappy situation where it causes you stress or causes you like horrible memories. I know I'm all over the place. Bear with me. One more card for the advice. Oh shit. Yeah, you need to look forward to somewhere else here. Don't consult. Okay. That's what I'm getting. Don't allow yourself to be manipulated back into a situation that took you so long to get up out of. And also keep your business to yourself. You need to consult yourself, because you're the one in this situation, not anyone else. You're the one in that situation. You're the one that got to live in that situation. Okay. So you can't consult Susie over here, and Susie's not in your situation. Susie's just getting the outside looking in. You're the one that's actively involved in it, okay? It's just like, don't allow someone to tell you how to live your life the way that is beneficial for you, right? In the same circumstances, consult yourself. Check in with yourself. Ask yourself what it is. And if you don't know, take some time away so you can figure it out. But don't automatically think that if something were to like be released out of your life, if you walk away from something, you're up the creek without a paddle. You're going to be okay. I just want to keep saying, continue to move forward, and don't think that instability is the only thing that's awaiting you, okay? But that's the advice I get for the Gemini and Sag axis. That was so confusing, but hopefully it will make sense, I guess. So now let's pull a card of the moons. This is something that I always pull for each weekly that I do, or each like monthly. This is just something I pull for everybody. Let's go ahead and see what you shall know. What is it that the collector shall know for this moon cycle? Letting go. I got that in my mind, letting go. And at the bottom of the deck, may you know gratitude. May you know the power of letting go. May you find strength and freedom in letting go of those things that no longer serve you. Old patterns, painful thoughts, unhappy ways of being. Bring awareness to where it's hard to let go. Why are you hanging on so tight? Where's the freedom? Remember that a beautiful and tender flower will wilt in a clenched fist. May you know letting go. That is basically accurate. So now I feel called to read the bottom of the deck. May you know gratitude, and then we'll go ahead and close out this reading. May you know gratitude. May you be grateful for the abundance in your life. May you also be grateful for the people, feelings, and experiences that cause you pain and discomfort. They are here to teach you. Express your gratitude every day, and you will find even greater abundance in your heart and your life with each passing day. What are you grateful for today? May you know gratitude. And that kind of ties in with the collective. It's like, let go of what no longer serve you and be grateful for the things that, be grateful for the lessons that it taught you. But that's what I get for the Gemini and Sag axis. In any case, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you liked this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video that I post. Toodaloo.